We're starting to come to that understanding, and I think Joe and I are tighter and have a better bond than we did going into sacrifice.
Okay. Now, Joe, this leads us to ask you, who are you personally going to pick for the King of the Mountain qualifying tournament?
Lauren, next week is next week. Booker, you're my concern now. So you come out there and you tell me who you are, what you've done. And by God, I respect what you've done, but I don't have to like you. Let's face it, Booker. You're trying to recapture a glory that you'll never see again because I hold that glory. I'll tell you what else, Booker. For everything that you are, for all that you say that you are, for all that you want to be, at the end of the day, I don't see it. I see a jealous former champion who wishes he could get back what he once had. So I'll tell you what, you bring your goons tonight, Booker. You bring all the boys that you want. Because tonight, you're going to know me real well. And tonight, you're going to know all about me. Can you dig that, sucker?
It has quickly become one of the most intense rivalries in professional wrestling.
YWE Wrestling.
And TNA Women's Knockout Champion, Awesome Kong. Drawn together by an uncanny hatred for one another. No wrestlers are better suited to be enemies like these two. The rivalry started at Bound for Glory. Gale walked away that night as the first ever TNA Women's Knockout Champion, but Awesome Kong established herself as a force to be reckoned with. Turning Point would see the two Women Warriors clash one-on-one for the first time. That night, Gale would be lucky enough to live as champion another day. The battle was over, but the war had just begun. At Final Resolution, the rematch was set. It appeared that there was no way Awesome Kong could lose, but Gale fought the hard fight, beating her imposing opponent once again, leaving a bad taste in her enemy's mouth. The next week on an Impact rematch, Gail Kim's championship reign would come to a crashing halt. Now, it was Awesome Kong's turn to hoist the gold. 4 months have passed, with Gale in pursuit of the title. After a win at Sacrifice, she will get her chance to slay the giant and regain the TNA Women's Knockout Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen,
YWE Wrestling.
Yes, the gold is on the line because it is time for our Impact title matchup, the TNA Knockout Championship at stake. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is for the TNA Women's Knockout Championship.
The YWE Knockout Championship.
The challenger from Tampa, Florida, right there, right up at the top, right alongside Samoa Joe, Jimmy Hyde, and the ever matchup won by Taz was, yes, Gale Kim gaining this title shot in the Knockout Battle Royal. And her opponent is joined by Raisa Saeed. Residing in Japan, she stands 61 inches tall, weighs 272 pounds, and is the defending TNA Women's Knockout Champion, Awesome Kong. Yes, at Sacrifice, it was good news for Gale Kim gaining the title shot. Bad news for Roxy, who ended up having her head shaved bald. But think of the role that Angelina Love played in that outcome. Well, I'll tell you what, Angelina Love knew that Roxy won that matchup, and Roxy had gotten the title shot that Angelina Love because of the immunity of Gale Kim was going to be getting forward. She made sure that Gale Kim got the win. After the match, it was so hard watching Roxy. He came over and laid down Samoa, the damage on the ladder. How about Gale Kim and Angelina Love? Go on that fight a couple of times because Gale, I think, just realized what Angelina Love had affected that match, and she just couldn't take it. And it's not really she wanted to get her head shaved, and that was just the way the stipulation went. But spinning back fist attempt by Awesome Kong. Gale Kim able to move out of the way and avoid the contact, and then Gale comes right back at her with a series of forearms, shoved out by Kong, but just Gale comes right back again. Well, Gale Kim, we know one thing about her. She's just aggressive. She went back down, took the right after you. Not afraid, using her her speed. And right now, she's got off the car. A little sidetrack, and she's just hitting her with everything. Oh, but she tried to hit the Hurricane Rana, but she just didn't have enough oomph. And now look at the names of Awesome Kong, and that's just where she's so unbeatable.
Gale going to take right for that awesome bomb. Instead, Gale able to float over, but then Kong grabs her right around the neck. Oh, and rolls through. Gale, almost got the win in the title.
How about this game plan from Gale Kim? I mean, non-stop. She knows that. She can't let...
Oh, come on.
Saeed. Come on, Rudy Charles.
Took her outside. I like this offense as well. Kick run style by Gale Kim. But wait a minute, here comes ODB down to ringside. And I like that idea with ODB out here. Maybe she'll keep an eye on Maurice and Saeed.
Well, everybody walked off from Kong to lose that title because they feel like they have a better chance of winning. And it's just common sense. But you hate to see what Maurice and Saeed did. Gale Kim, I mean, come on. She came out with a game plan. Then here comes Salinas coming out to the ring.
Wait a minute.
It's Velvet Sky.
Well, we have TNA knockouts coming from everywhere to witness this knockout championship match. Here comes Christy Heavy down the ring.
Well, they know what's at stake. I mean, right now, though. Oh, nice kick by Gale Kim. She's trying to find some way to get that momentum back. Once you start getting into a slugfest, as you see Tracy come down the ramp, it's just all advantage off the Kong, Mike.
Yes, Angelina Love out here as well. We see a little bit of a confrontation outside, and the referee got his hands full with them. Meanwhile, Awesome Kong just took Gale Kim and tossed her clean across the ring. Senior official Rudy Charles trying to separate the knockouts at ringside. We're going to take a commercial break and then return to this title.
YWE Raw is brought to you by
By the total sales, you'll see how we came up with the 10%.
Code blue.
Cold Light
Course Light.
Beer.
Mountains on the label turn blue when your beer is as cold as the Rockies.
Oh, what?
and also brought to you by Indiana Jones. Now playing in theaters.
Indiana Jones, PG-13, starts May 22nd.
Kids.
Also brought to you by
You try to buy some light bulbs, and they tell you those are the wrong kind. That these can cut lighting costs by 70%. Then they go on and on about the time their Touchstone Energy Co-op came to school and taught them all these other great ways to save energy. And money. Way to go, kids.
On Thursday night Impact, what an impactful move, powerful move that was by the defending knockout champ, Awesome Kong, able to take Gale Kim, the challenger, into the air and drive her down to the canvas. That hectic situation that we had just before the commercial break. Yes, order restored by referee Rudy Charles. Kong goes for the big punch, the big fist, but instead Gale moves out and now going to try to get an armbar.
Look out, Gale Kim just doing whatever she can. But look at that strength. Look at that raw power of Awesome Kong. But Gale Kim won't let go. Gale Kim trying to use that momentum and break all over it. You know what? She was able to use it to her advantage and stop from being slammed outside of the ring. Gale Kim tried everything, but you're right, Mike. Just referee Rudy Charles having to separate all the TNA knockouts and fight each other outside the ring.
Here comes Gale, bringing off the rope and ran into the wall known as Awesome Kong. 272 and 3/8 pounds of the knockout champion.
I'll tell you what, ever since Raisa Saeed interfered, and then when the girls got involved, and referee Rudy Charles had to get in there and that mess up, Awesome Kong took advantage of that with more shots. And Gale Kim right now, she's in desperate need of a comeback, and I just don't see it because look at now, she's putting the weight, applying it to the back and pulling back to the net. I mean, this is something else. Gale Kim might submit here. Look at her go. She just won't quit.
No give up in Gale Kim, the first ever knockout champ. That great video package prior to this matchup details the rivalry, the feud between those two, but